everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and welcome to a Sims 2 speed building video. This is a speed build of the Pleasant Vista apartments that came with Apartment Life, and it looks like the condos that are in Pleasantview and the ones that Nina and Dina live in and Dawn live in. It looks like that. So what I did is I completely renovated it. I gave it a whole new look on the outside, a whole new look on the, a whole new looks on the inside for the apartments, and I made it look like some of the building. Well, I made it look essentially like Nina and Dina's apartment and the Lothario place that I kind of renovated in that aesthetic on the outside so that it doesn't look completely out of place. And yeah, so the first apartment that you guys see me renovating right now it's a 1-bedroom apartment on the first floor, and I gave it a rather I don't want to say modern, but it is sort of a modern look. I gave it like a look that a young couple would be living in, a young professional couple, or a couple, or not even a couple, just a young professional sim that, you know, wants to either be a musician, because I did put in a couple of instruments, or wants to, you know, is just like really interested in music. That's like their hobby, and they, you know, they're working and, you know, making it in the world essentially. And again, I went with a red theme in this apartment. I also went with a red theme in the second apartment on the first floor. But yeah, this one, I had a lot of fun making these apartments. I had a lot of fun with this one. I didn't know at first what color I wanted to go with, but I decided that it would be really neat to go with like a red and white theme, I guess you could say. And I went with this because of the entertainment unit area, the TV stand. It's from the IKEA stuff pack, so I used a lot of furniture from that pack. And in the bedroom, it's a pretty big bedroom. If you really wanted to, you can very easily turn this into a 2-room apartment. I just went with a big bedroom. There's a synthesizer in there, as well as, you know, they get to the bathroom through that, so it might be kind of awkward if visitors are at the place. But I kind of for functionality, that's kind of what I went with. So yeah, the color schemes that I used in the bedroom though were gray and white. I didn't want to go and do anything too fancy. I really did like the bed spread or the comforter set that I used for this. I don't actually use that one very often, so I was really happy about that, and I just gave it like a clean, not super cluttered look, but I wanted to also make it look like it is lived in almost though. Now for the second apartment on the first floor that I went with, I gave that a very grungy type of apartment feel. I gave it's not even a 1-bedroom. It's actually kind of like a bachelor, but it's big, it's spacious. Now, when I think of bachelor apartments, I think of really small, tiny spaces. And I actually have a friend that when he first moved out, he lived in a bachelor that was like a closet. It was super small, and then he had a bathroom. It was insane, and we used to have parties and stuff there. I wouldn't say big parties, but we used to have pretty social gatherings with almost 10 people, and I don't know how we all used to fit in that little space. Looking back now, I would be so claustrophobic, but anyways, this is the apartment I'm working on, and it's really grungy. It has I would say it has a lot of video games. There's a computer, a gaming computer, and then there's a pinball machine as well as a gaming console. So it's very I would say a young person lives here. Maybe a teenager that, left their parents' house, or someone who just turned into an adult, who maybe somebody who's just getting out of college. They're still kind of figuring out what they want to do, and it's cheap for them, so they rented this apartment. I don't know how expensive the apartments actually are. I don't think they're too bad, and I think this is the cheapest one, because it's a 1-bedroom and it's not super nice. It does have some okay appliances and whatnot though, and I did like it. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Well, I had a lot of fun doing all of them, but I especially had a lot of fun with this apartment because I really pictured Angela Pleasant moving here. Now, I've talked about some of the drama that I want Angela to get into later on, as I play my game, and I mentioned how I kind of see her having a baby, getting pregnant, and her parents kicking her out, and her moving into her boyfriend Dirk's house. But then it's not actually Dirk's baby. So I see Angela, or not Angela, I keep saying Angela. I see Lilith moving here after, maybe after she has the baby. Now, I didn't put in a crib or anything like that, but it would be very easy to move it in, or place one down and move some furniture. But yeah, I kind of pictured this apartment for her, so I kept her in mind while I was building this or renovating this apartment. And the second apartment, there's the one upstairs. It's up above this one that I'm renovating now, and I pictured that one to maybe have like a wholesome family living there, having like a family that just maybe had a baby or has like adopted a child or a kid, or like a child or like a baby or something like that. I really pictured that being a thing. And I gave them, that's like the one, it's a 2-bedroom. It has like the main bedroom and a little nursery. And I gave it a very family country type of vibe. I gave them a sewing machine because maybe it's a single mom that's living there. And that's how kind of one of her hobbies is she likes to sew. And there's enough space in it for 2 Sims, but, 2 adult Sims and a child. But I really did picture a single mom living there. And then, the second apartment, or the fourth apartment, sorry, the one beside upstairs on the other, anyways, the fourth apartment, that's the one that I gave a pretty modern look to. I tried to be modern. I tried to make it look really like a little bit more, I want to say feminine, quote unquote, because I put a lot of pinks in there, and I put like really like light colors, and it turned out really nice. It's probably one of my favorites that I did. And I wanted to decorate it because, I mainly wanted to do this building for certain Sims, and the main Sim that I had in mind was Kaylynn Langerak. I couldn't picture her living in a house. I picture Kaylynn Langerak living in an apartment, and she does the cleaning services. She's a maid, so I wouldn't picture her making that much money or having a whole lot of money that she can spend. However, this apartment that she's living in she has a nice style. She has a nice style, and when I was building it, I was really thinking of Kaylynn's story. I was thinking about the type of like Sim that she would be, and I came up with a pretty decent idea. So I picture Kaylynn as being a really nice girl. Like she's a very nice girl. She's very naive, and is one of those kinds of Sims that just get herself into really bad situations despite like her trying to do the right thing. And she gets really discouraged and just feels like everything she does is just like, everything she does, there's no point to it, or, she just gets herself in bad situation. Now, I pictured her also being a university graduate, so I gave her, I think it was literature diploma. I gave her a literature degree, and she can't find a job in her field. She wants to be a teacher, but she's having a hard time getting employment in that field. So she's doing what she can, and like I said, she's a really nice girl. However, she makes stupid choices. And one of those stupid choices that I picture her making is the fact that she is sleeping with a married man. Now, she knows that Daniel Pleasant is married. If you guys didn't know, Kaylynn is having an affair with Daniel. She knows that Daniel is married. She knows that he is from a powerful family, so she's doing her best to, not make it so obvious. She's doing her best to do like a really good job at what she's doing, and, making sure Daniel doesn't get figured out, doesn't get revealed that that's what she's doing. And despite really caring for Daniel, she kind of sees him as more of a father figure, which is really creepy. But I kind of picture that also, like, and Daniel kind of just, he doesn't really care. Like, he's really aloof to the situation. He's a romance sim, so he just doesn't really give an F. He doesn't give a flying F. And he's just like, he thinks he just has it made, right? He has this young thing that he's sleeping with, and she's also cleaning his house and has told him that, I make sure, I promise, nobody will ever find out. However, Kaylynn is also in love with Don Lothario. Now, Don, he's a Lothario, and he's sleeping with a lot of different women, and Don loves Kaylynn. And if you guys have gone into Pleasantview, you may have noticed that Don's highest relationship is with Kaylynn, and that's like his soft spot. Now, he's kind of always had a crush on Kaylynn in high school, and like they've always just kind of been friends. And Kaylynn, they're kind of one of those kind of relationships that they were way too scared to admit to each other that's what, like, that they had feelings. And then it kind of just happened in college, and it's just been an ongoing thing. But Kaylynn is way too afraid to get hurt by him, so she won't date him. And Don has said, like, I will commit to you, I love you. And then Kaylynn's like, you love me, yet you're still engaged to Cassandra Goth. You know, what is that about? And you still have Nina, who was your longtime high school sweetheart. Like, you need to figure your shit out, your ish out. You need to figure your life out. And so Don, they're sleeping together. And then Kaylynn gets pregnant. And Kaylynn doesn't really know if it's Don or Daniel's, and she's very afraid because she knows how much this will impact her life. It will put her behind in so many ways, and she doesn't know how to really tell either of them. And then, one day she's just at Don's place and they're finishing up their business, and she tells him, like, Don, like, I'm pregnant. And Don knows that she's sleeping with other men, and he's like, what do you mean? Like it can't be mine. Like, I've been lucky so far, and I thought you were on birth control and stuff like that. And Kaylynn was like, no, like, I can't afford it. I can't afford it anymore. I'm not covered anymore. And is kind of just saying, like, I don't know what to do. And Don's like, who else are you with? Like, who are you just with me? And of course Kaylynn gets a little bit mad, but Kaylynn just, like, after a little bit kind of says, well, I'm with Daniel Pleasant as well, and kind of opens up and admits to him, like, I don't want to get this Daniel in trouble. I do think it's probably his though. And Kaylynn doesn't really want to say it's Don's because she really does love him and doesn't want to make him feel trapped. And Don takes advantage of that. And Don is just like, I have the perfect idea. Like, whether it's mine or not, like, Daniel will never know. And he made sure that Daniel didn't know if they were sleeping together. Like, didn't know that he thought that Kaylynn was his and only his. And of course Kaylynn confirmed this, and Dawn was just like, I have a way that we can get you your money and your support. And Kaylynn's like, what do you mean? And I don't want to put him in harm's way. And he's just like, you're going to blackmail him into giving you money to support this child. And you're going to blackmail him for more money than just that. And he kind of, like, in a way, he kind of manipulates her and makes her, like, kind of hypes up the situation and says, like, look, like, you'll have a baby and you'll be alone, and kind of scares her in a way. And he's like, and he gets to live in his comfortable house while you're living in an apartment. And so she tells Daniel, and she has to, do something she really never ever wanted to do. And it's just like, I'm pregnant and it's yours, and you're going to pay me money, or I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell your wife. I'm going to tell the papers that you have a love child. And keeps saying, like, she's like, you owe me money. And Daniel's like, what are you talking about? You won't do that to me. And Kaylynn says, yeah, like, watch me. Your wife is running for office right now, and this would be the perfect time to try and exploit her if she, and it'll be the end of your family. And he's like, in a way, she realizes that she's just kind of tired of being played. and she feels in a way because of what Dawn said to her, not really realizing that Dawn's doing kind of the same thing to her. She's very naive, like I had mentioned. So I kind of see that being the story. That was a very long tangent, but that's the story that I really want to play for Kaylynn. And I have a soft spot for her. I've always kind of liked Kaylynn Langerak. I've played with her in my games in the past before, and I always have a lot of fun with her storyline. I usually get her pregnant with Dawn and get Dawn to have to pay child support and stuff like that. But we're gonna see how this story goes for them. So if you guys do like that idea, please let me know. And if you have any other ideas, I'm thinking also maybe moving Sid Rosland into this and seeing how that goes. I'm really excited to play. I started playing a little bit. I play with the Pleasants and the Burbs quite a bit. I'm in the process of getting a lot of pictures so I can write stories for them, which I've been talking about. Now that this is the last apartment, the last building I plan to really do, really include in for my gameplay, unless I decide to randomly do another house that's in the neighborhood. I'm going to be starting on Strangetown. So I kind of mentioned in my community tab something that's been going on for a little bit now, and I'm a student, so I had to take a back burner on uploads, and I had to put my YouTube channel on the back burner and focused on my schooling. And I have an internship and or college placement that I'm doing, and it requires me a lot of time and a lot of energy. And by the time I just get home, I either just want to play games or just go to bed. And I do have to do assignments. I have to write daily journals and things like that. So I'm very focused on my schooling right now. It's my last semester before I graduate. So so uploads have been on the back burner a little bit, and I'm not even sure when this video is going to go up. So as I was saying, I am going to be starting my Pleasantview, I'm going to be renovating Strangetown, and I've talked about this a little bit. I'm really excited to do it. Strangetown, it's going to be fun because I'm doing this Strangetown as an Uberhood with Pleasantview. So I'm really, really excited to get it all going and playing with them and come up with the crazy ideas for those families. And so I don't know when that'll be starting. It could possibly be soon after this video starts, or it could be in a couple weeks. But I do have my Veronaville Let's Play going on, and I do want to stick with that. Mind you, I've been having immense amount of issues with that game. It's really quite annoying, but with Veronaville, there's always something that's going on when I go to edit, record and edit, and just shake my head, and then I always say to myself, is it really The Sims? If you're really playing The Sims 2, if your game doesn't crash at least once, or if you don't get off your game, if you exit your game the way, without it crashing, are you really playing The Sims 2? I don't know if you guys can relate to that or not, but lately more than ever I feel that. But so kind of just some of the things that I've just kind of been going through is just with school and just dealing with mental health stuff. I have been having it a lot worse than lately, because I'm really stressed, and I'm worried about my hours. I have to get over 400 hours by the end of April, and I have to do a certain amount of time during the day, and just dealing with mental health stuff while that's going on. It's been difficult. Like I said, it's been really difficult, and I'm also kind of just getting more excited for when school's over and making plans for future things. So that's kind of been going on, how I'm going to be paying off my student loans, and how I'm going to be, focusing on real life stuff, and, becoming an adult. And not that I am not an adult, I'm 26, so yeah, I'm an adult, but just focusing on that as well, and getting in the groove of things. and it's been hard. I don't adjust to change very well, and I struggle with that. So it's been an adjustment period that's been taking a little while, and yeah, I don't know. It's been great. I did want to take a moment though to thank you guys for all the support. I am slowly coming up on 1,500 people, like 1,500 subscribers, and honest, and like just the support that I've been getting, and this, like, the live streams that I've been doing, you guys have been amazing. And I don't even, like, I can't even begin to talk about it without like getting super emotional. It's just been incredible. I've been doing live streams on Saturdays, and you guys have been coming, and we're starting to form a little community. And honestly, like, that's what I've wanted. That's like the whole reason why I started this whole YouTube thing. It's something that I have wanted to do, and just form a community. And I found that with The Sims 2, and I am, like I said, I'm forever grateful. You guys, the amount of support that you guys have been giving me, and just coming to my streams and hanging out and just like keeping me company, it's amazing. And it's really what I set out to do, and what I set out to really achieve with this YouTube thing. And it's taken a little bit, and you know, slow and steady wins the race. And I don't even know. Some of the things I want to kind of bring to the channel. I want to do a giveaway very soon. I want to do maybe a Sims 2 giveaway where I give out some discs. I'm still in the works for that though. I have to look at to see. I mostly need to see if I can find a digital copy for The Sims 2, but more than likely would be a physical copy. So I know that kind of limits some players, because they don't have disk drives, or they might not have disk drives. And then another thing is there's the whole process of getting the game to work on your computer. I know a lot of people still have issues with it. So yeah, it's just some kinks that I've been I'm kind of working out at the moment. But yeah, another thing that I am going to be uploading shortly is a current household video. I plan to upload a current household. I also have Instagram now, which I uploaded some pictures of my current household, quote unquote, which is my like real life couple of my boyfriend and I couple. I had to create a sim video for it not too long ago, and yeah, I don't know. It's been it's already the 30th that I'm recording this on, so it's the end of the month. This will come out sometime in January or in February, and I hope that you guys enjoyed your first month of the year. I also wanted to bring up that I am part of a live simming train community. It is with Relly Girl, Pleasant Sims, the Jessa channel, and myself, and we are also bringing in Mara Let's Play. And basically what we're doing is it's probably going to be about once a month, where we do a couple of hours, like pretty much a whole day of simming, and it's all going to be through live streaming. We already did one, and it went really successful, so we want to bring another, and we're going to be doing it on the 16th of February. It's going to be Valentine's Day themed, and I can't get into too much detail, you guys, but I'm excited. And if you want to look out for that on my channel, it will be on the 16th of February, and there will be more details in the next few days and or weeks. Just something I'm really excited about, and I thought I'd mention when I remembered it. So yeah, if you guys did want to download this apartment and put it in your game, there will be a link to that in the description below, as well as in the pinned comment. There are other links in the description below that you guys should check out.